What we're seeing this weekend so far is not really surprising. It's exactly what we're talking about. Higher volume, higher volatility that comes with that. Unfortunately, we did get some long liquidations that took place yesterday that we will talk about in this video. But the reason we keep bouncing back is because long-term holders are accumulating. This isn't a surprising thing. This is what I've been saying has been happening. In fact, we had something take place to the tune of 80 million over the course of a 48-hour period, which is a very big deal. We're going to talk about all that and more in this video. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So I have to say, I'm seeing people have both sides of emotion, both extremes, right? People that are super excited about the future, and I'm seeing people that are extremely pissed off and trying to blame everyone they can and just trying to say that things are just going to continue to be crap. And you need to check your emotions at the door. Things are really not that bad. We're still broken out in terms of ADA. We're still at bullish retests in terms of the total market cap of crypto. I mean, I had people ask me, oh yeah, is textbook still the term? Yeah, this is still all textbook stuff. This isn't really surprising. This drop that we even had in terms of ADA, tested the bottom of our trend, tested our 100-day moving average. Guess what? We bounced back above our 20. We retested the top of our trend. This isn't really a surprising thing. And for anybody that's super bearish, guys, look at this trend. Since back here in the early part of April, it's a very distinct uptrend, and you will have retracements. You will have sell-offs during that time, profit taking, right? And what we're seeing right now is the same thing around the crypto space. But what is great about this, and the reason why we are continuing to try to force this pivot in terms of ADA in the crypto market, is because these larger entities, these longer term thinkers, they're buying. Anytime if you're retail and you're feeling negative and you're like, screw it, I'm just going to dump, you're selling right into the hands of people that are planning long terms. In fact, ADA whales bought 80 million over the course of a 48-hour period. This isn't really a surprising thing. People shouldn't be shocked by this because it's been taking place for quite some time. It's been taking place throughout this entire trend shift that we've been seeing it. We've been seeing it in terms of BTC, in terms of ADA, in terms of XRP, in terms of SHIB. This is exactly how these market cycles take place. And like I've said many times, this is where a lot of people are going to get caught on the sidelines and do whatever you want. If you want to take profit and call it quits, by all means, go ahead. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. That's not what we do here on the channel. Now, I will say too, there are some pretty big entities that are betting on the crypto market moving up. In fact, that 40x Bitcoin whale actually increased their long position to $390 million. So Ash Crypto said, looks like they know something. Not necessarily that they know something, but when you look at things at a fundamental level, you can see all this stuff taking place, right? The charts are always the lagging metric. They're always the last things to move and reflect what's going on. And what we've been seeing for quite some time has been good fundamentals, guys. Even as we've gone through this week of retracement in terms of ADA, the good fundamentals have still been present. And I did want to show you guys too, I still have my long positions open. My ADA long is only up about 7% right now. Nothing crazy. I did actually open up a Pepe long, which that's up like 68% currently. And then I do have a BTC long, which is only up about 2% right now. And again, if you guys do want to use leverage, you can either use BTCC or Margex. There are referral links in the description below. You can earn up to $10,000 in deposit and trading bonuses. Understand that there is risk that comes with leverage. So know what you're doing here. Now, really what has helped kind of create this shock over the weekend as this announcement that the US just lost its perfect credit rating. They actually dropped from a rating of a AAA all the way down to, was it an AA1? All right. Now, this is attributed to the increase over more than a decade in government debt and interest payment ratios to levels that are significantly higher than similarly rated sovereigns. All right. So this government overspending that we've been seeing for quite some time, this extreme debt that continues to just pile up each and every year, is a big problem. And that's why some of these big shifts have been taking place in government as of late. It sucks. And obviously it's caused some turmoil in the charts here. It's part of the reason why we've seen this significant downturn since the early part of December. But it's essential. That's what people need to understand. And that's why on the back end of this, we're going to be in a spot where the market can really, truly boom, right? Where you can foster the next 10, 20, 30 years of economic growth. It's a very, very big deal. Now, what I will say, guys, is there are some positive signs, even just in the charts that are showing that we might be amidst the reversal, even from this trend that we're on right now. And I have to remind people, guys, descending wedge, bullish trend. Anybody that's getting bearish right now, I don't know what to tell you. Again, tested the bottom of the trend, tested the top of the trend, above the 20-day moving average. What we're also seeing here is on the daily stochastic RSI, ADA is starting to pivot, looking like it's about to start to head back and flip. Might get that flip even to take place tomorrow if we do get a significant green close today and then possibly a green day tomorrow. 12-hour stochastic RSI did have a bullish flip take place here. I put less weight in these. It's important nonetheless, but it could signify obviously short-term flips, kind of like we're seeing. But we may be in the weekend where we're once again going to see some higher volume take place. And, for example, over the last 24 hours, $80 billion in daily trading volume. That's not a small amount, okay? If you guys remember weeks back, if you followed me here on the channel for a while, we've talked about volume specifically. Most weekends have been 40 to 50 billion per day. It's been very, very quiet leading up to the last week and a half or so. So this increased volume is important because that is how we can make weekend moves. And what we've still continued to see is a lot of shorts, a lot of bears trying to push the market down. But at some point, they're going to get caught, especially if we do start to have some of these green weekends that actually do create a little momentum into overseas money. Like tonight, for example, pay attention to that candle close at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If we get a little bit of a bump heading into the night, we might actually get some overnight liquidations. We could be waking up seeing some higher price assets, ADA included. So that's just my thoughts on this. Again, the big thing I will say is if you're getting emotional, if you can't handle it, just put the phone down, step outside, touch some grass, do what I do, go golfing, right? Me personally, haven't looked at my portfolio in quite some time as far as value goes. I think I'm still probably 6 figures down from when we started seeing those drops in February, but I understand that this is a long-term game. I understand that it takes time to get here. We've gone through a bunch of crap in the recent term, and now we're finally getting to the point where we're kind of on the back end of that crap. And we're getting to a time where, again, the market is more conducive for sustainable pumps, more conducive for adoption to take place. We're heading into some of the most exciting times in crypto. And I have to say, I see a lot of people being negative. There's a lot of people that are going to mess this thing up really, really bad. They're going to be kicking themselves. They're going to be waiting until next market cycle or waiting for drops that just never come. And you know what? Sucks to suck. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.